50,000 parents have applied for a new benefit in Colorado, paid family leave. The state program offers job protection and some wage replacement for moms and dads who want to bond with their little ones.
There's a man in Denver who called Steve on Your Side because he had applied for those benefits and was approved, but then was fired. And now it's the state that wants its money back. 9 News consumer investigator Steve Steger is back with us. He found out that person is far from alone.
3, 2, 1.
Ryan Tartar cherishes every moment he gets with his daughter, Sunny.
They grew up way too fast.
When she was 6 months old, Colorado started offering paid family leave through a program called FAMLI.
Oh, it's huge. I didn't get that chance with my son. I missed that with him, so I didn't want to miss that with her.
FAMLI offers 12 weeks of paid parental leave to qualifying employees in Colorado. It's funded through a fee employers and employees share, less than 1% of the employee's wages. In return, employees can take those 12 weeks while the program pays up to 80% of their salary, capped at $1,100 a week.
Let's take advantage of this, take her and go see some family that she hadn't been able to meet yet.
In March, Tartar applied for the benefits, and on March 13th, the state approved.
The first email came at 8 in the morning, and that was the approval for the benefits. So we're like excited, we're like, yes, we can take this time off.
2 weeks later, Tartar started his leave, setting off on a road trip to visit family. And for 4 weeks, he received family benefits payments.
Middle of April is when I got another email from family saying that a grievance had been filed.
A grievance filed by his employer.
And then I got another email back like the next day saying that I need to pay back what I had been receiving, or I've had received so far. In the middle of our road trip, that was a big hit.
See, that same day Tartar got an email saying he was eligible for benefits, the state also informed his boss. And at 5:08 that same evening, Tartar's boss emailed him. I am forced to let you go in order to replace you with an employee that will show up reliably and on time. Tartar lost his job the same day he was approved for paid leave.
There was no indication that he had any ill feelings towards me or anything. It just was completely out of the blue.
He says he checked in with the state about that job loss several times and was told he was still eligible for those leave benefits. Now, all these weeks later, the state suddenly said Tartar wasn't eligible because he wasn't employed when his leave started. And the state wants its money back, some $3,400.
Extremely disappointing and kind of like blindsided by it, that the firing would have happened and then the grievance on top of it seems very retaliatory.
Tartar filed a complaint alleging he was fired for taking those benefits. Then he called Steve on Your Side. Since the start of family leave in January, the Colorado Department of Labor and Employment told us they've gotten 203 complaints like that. 158 of those complaints have been dismissed so far, and only one was determined to be founded. It wasn't Tartar's. CDLE sent him a letter saying it, quote, decided that it will not move forward with an investigation and makes no determination as to whether the investigation would establish a violation. And that, quote, this decision does not mean your employer is in compliance with the FAMLI Act.
They've designed a system that gives that employer anywhere from a week to 2 weeks to decide, I don't want this person to get these benefits, and then they can just fire you in whatever manner they please. It was supposed to be a fun and enjoyable trip. It turned into be extremely stressful.
For his part, Tartar's boss told the state his decision had nothing to do with the leave and that he fired Tartar for other reasons, though there wasn't much documentation of those reasons in his response to that complaint. Tartar says that he told his boss he planned to take this leave for months before he actually applied for it. Appears his boss may not have understood how the program works. He still hasn't paid the state back. He's now working with an attorney. The key here seems to be you really want to make sure that you're on the same page with your boss before you head out the door, guys. That seems to be the key, is just making sure everyone's on the same page, because it seems like in this case, his boss wasn't on the same page.
Or is there just a problem with the FAMLI Act that it is not clear as to what it does and doesn't do?
You know, I think it's part of this is the early stages of the FAMLI Act. There's a lot of confusion in general because we've never had a program like this before. This is my first day back from being on family leave for 12 weeks. And I will say there was some confusion with the employers and trying to get things all sorted out. We were able to sort it out pretty easily. Obviously, this case took a lot more, and a complaint to the state. But there's so much novelty with this. I think a lot of people are just trying to wrap their arms around it.